fire. If you guys don't know who the Scotts are, it is Travis Scott and Kid Cudi together, and they dropped this track called The Scotts from their project The Scotts, and it is some straight fire. And I am, taking a bit of style from each one of them, and it's going to be a bunch of fun. All right, so let's get straight into it. If you guys haven't seen this before, this is my template that I start every beat with. It's has a bunch of instruments that are just what I use, and we're going to be taking this to a fully finished beat by the end of this. I got no ideas down yet. I got nothing sorted, so you're going to watch this process from start to finish. Alright, first thing I want to do is get myself a lo-fi crappy piano sound, and I think I know which one I want to get. It's going to be the Anna 2 from who's it by? From Sonic Academy. Really cool trap sounds from these guys. Go to not effects, we want keys, and there's a couple of good pianos to use for this. One is crappy piano, not now that classic guitar, I might use that later, but not that. Now lo-fi piano 1 or 2. Lo-fi piano 2. Nah. That's right, Young City. Time to put some sauce on this beat. Yeah, that's it. So that's going to be the basic. Something weird happened there. So that note there a little bit early, but that's cool. Everything else sounds fine. Alright, cool. Now we're going to duplicate this. I don't know why I left that as thing. We're going to go lo-fi piano, and we're going to go lo-fi piano here as well. Lo-fi piano 2. That's it. Haha, no. Not quite that one. I'm gonna get this right. Oh no. Fuck, I meant to do that on the other piano. Alright, I'm gonna play that one more time. I can get this again. I mean, I fucked that up, but that's cool. We can just duplicate, cheat. Out of time with that one. One thing I do want to do is on each one of these chords, I want to do what I was playing there, because it automatically quantizes this. But I want to get all of these second notes in the chord slightly delayed. I'm going to mute that second one for now. Alright, trying to figure out a cool snare. I like those because they kind of got some like a bit of lo-fi quality to them, which kind of fits. All right. I like the low end on that. Yo, what's up, Beat Spot? How you doing, my G? Bit of reverb on an 808. Just be what the doctor orders sometimes. The question is, do you put the reverb before the distortion or after? And it really depends how wide you want it to be and how, like, that's less realistic there but kind of has its own sound. I like it before. Let's run it before. little bit longer on that 808. I've got this, I don't really program these knobs for much, but one thing that I have programmed in is my 808 length. Because I know that I just always want to be changing that. And I believe getting yourself anything to make your life easier when it comes to making a beat is really, really worth doing. I'm all about speed, getting stuff fast, so... The fuck? Oh. Oh well, my Logic just crashed, so welcome to the realism of beat making. Logic just crashed, waiting for it to reload. I don't know why that happened. All I did was hit record. Oh shit, no, I don't want to go from a template. I want to open that last track. The really cool thing about Logic, and I think about most DAWs these days and most programs, is that they autosave quite regularly, so I hopefully haven't missed too much in that beat make. I haven't lost too much information up in here. Man, I tell you what, Logic used to never crash on me until, oh god, until I got the upgrade, and it's usually to do with usually to do with other plugins within Logic, and I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing it. All right. All right. That's the length we wanted. No, we do want it up here. Save. I'm just gonna try this. I feel like we could have two at the very end there on that last hit. Boom, boom, boom. Where it jumps up to the boom, boom, boom. Let's try, we're in G, so we'll go the 5th. Alright, cool. Now we're going to layer this up with a pretty filthy kick. Okay, what do I use for 808s? Good question, BeatSpot. I do use a few different things for 808s. There's 3 main 808s that I use. One of them is the one that I'm using right now, which I'll explain to you in a sec. The second one is a bunch of real 808s from an actual 808 machine sampled into an SPC12, I think. SP12, all analog done by my friend at Slamming Samples, and he sells these tuned 808s for very, very cheap, and I got a bunch off him. and they are fucking amazing. I use them quite a lot. Usually when I want a specifically analog sound, I go for that. And my third one that I use is the Ana 2 synth when I'm looking for something a little bit more experimental. But this one I'll tell you all about is the Mini from Arturia. So this is an 808 made from a synth, and this is a classic Mini Moog replication here. There's a preset called 808 Boom, and I use that and I just manipulate that. So that's my starting point, and I kind of change it up a bit. But 808 Boom from Arturia's Mini V synth. I mean, I love this synth. I use this for leads, I use it for bass, I use it for 808s all the time, and I feel like, you know, when you get to know a synth quite well, I feel like I know this synth really well. I then run it into Multipass, which is by Kilohertz. It's this multi-frequency manipulation thing. It's a fucking amazing plugin, and it costs only $100, and you get so much capability out of it. Now, if you're with Slate, you get a bunch of presets from Slate. One of them is the 808 Beef preset, and I chucked that on, and it sounds mint. So Mini into the Multipass with the 808 Beef, it just kind of like drives the low end a little bit and kind of pushes it, makes it more exciting. Normally, I just put this Abbey Road on for today. This is a reverb which I've got running very low at a very fast pace. That should kind of give it some vibe up in there. I don't normally use that, but this one I liked it, so I put it on. And finally, Decapitator for my 808 distortion. This is one of the best distortion units I've ever heard. It just has vibe for days, and I use this on 808's bass. I use it on a lot of things. I use it on vocals as well. It's a really cool thing. There's these 5 different voices down here, which are supposed to replicate different preamps getting driven super hard. And it's not like a saturator where it's like, oh, you get a little bit of grime here and there, and it's just like a little bit of thing. This thing's like a proper distortion. It like fucks shit up. And so I'll show you, like, this is the 808 straight out of the Mini. It's cool, but it's nothing special. You can see the Multipass just adds so much to it. It adds a lot of volume, which is kind of annoying, but adds a lot of vibe to it. Then the Abbey Road adding a bit of like air to it, I guess. And then the Decapitator just messing shit up. So yeah, there you go. That is my 808 for this song particularly, and I'd say probably 70% of my 808s are a variation of this setup. Not normally with the reverb, but sometimes. What the fuck? I was like, why the fuck did I have a click in there? Although I didn't mind it. Alright, so I'm in the process of turning my kick into a kick, not an 808. So just going to drag all of the samples that I was using on the 808 into a one note so that I can make a sick kick. And I'm just going to push that down to the main C. Actually, I'm going to go to C sharp so I do like that kick that's on the low C, so I'm just going to mess it up. Now, these are from Battery. Final Vinyl. I am in love with the Final Vinyl kicks. Especially for adding a bit of something not so low-endy, something more kind of vibey to a kick, and layering them up. That one. And I'm going to give that a bit of reverb as well. One thing I want to do with this snare is just take out some of the high end. I'm not a big fan of high end on snares. I think they have a tendency to pierce through the mix a little bit too much and take out some of what the vocal should be doing. Yeah. Ew. Thank God for quantization. One thing I want to do with this cymbal here is give it some movement left and right. I normally kind of do it kind of slow and chill, but I think for this one I'm going to go a little faster. So what am I doing? I'm going to put in the Logic tremolo. Going to get rid of the I do need a pad. I definitely need a pad. Alright, tuned hats time. Let's chuck some trap in here. Can't be a Travis Scott type beat unless we got some hella trap going on. So I'm going to pick two hats. These two. They're not too dissimilar from each other. And they got some vibe. Where's that? There. Alright, so what I'm going to do is brush tool. Oh shit, where was it? There. Oh. Need to speed that up a bit, so we're going to go 30-second note triplets. Yeah, that'll do. Man, I'm the same. I love watching other people do beats, which is why I do this. I like to watch what other people do so that I get ideas, and I'm hoping people get ideas off me as well. You always learn new things. Alright, that's the first lot, and the second lot I'm just going to do on a slightly this one here, and we'll push it up later. No, I'm taking that. Take that. Just gonna copy that. Alright, cool. So I'm going to push these guys. Alright, cool. And then pan these. Hard left. Oh, not tune. Don't do that. Don't do that. Tune these hard left and hard right. All right, we vibing now. This piano's got to come down a little bit. All right, cool. Let's get, as you suggested before, my good man, some pads. And I want these to be pretty simple, I think. Simple in notation, but probably complex in sound. And we'll probably do a little bit of layering here. So I've got this one called Atmo Pad, and it sounds like this. Actually, I kind of fuck with that. Now I messed that up by playing every single one of these too early. So I'm gonna push them all back. It's kind of hard with an Atmo pad because you want the like main section of it to be in the spot, which kind of annoys me with some of these, where it kind of fades in. Don't dig that. So I'm just gonna go to my synth here and go to the main ones, pull the attack back. So I'm not getting that delay. The fuck? What am I doing wrong here? I'm doing something wrong here. I'm not the best at these kind of envelope. That's what I want. Yeah. Actually, let's drag all the attacks back like that. Oh. I mean, that sounded a lot better there. A little bit too stagnant is the only problem here. So that I dig that. That's cool. It does have a chorus on it already, but I kind of want to fuck it up with another chorus. And I want to run a filter on this, pull some of the high end out. Oh, actually, let's get a moving filter. Let's fuck this shit up. Let's go filter freak. It is cold here, fam. It is cold here. Up in Australia, in Melbourne. Alright, we're gonna go LFO. That's cool. Then we're gonna chorus this bitch up. Centaurus is the way. And I'm gonna run it through. Alright, cool. And finally, I'm gonna space this out even more. If you didn't think that that was enough, with a little bit of reverb. Just trying to pick which reverb I want to use. This one, this is Verb Suite Classics. We're going to crank up the chorus, crank up the width, and push up the pre-delay to about there. Like, that's just vibe making right there. That's some baby making pad. Now, this lo-fi piano that I got up in this bish, not 100% down with the sound on it. It's cool, but it ain't right yet. So I'm going to run a filter on it. I'm going to get rid of some of that high end. Gonna put a bit of delay on there. Low pass, high pass, analog off, lo-fi, a bit of modulation. Let's get some reverb up in here. That's cool. Cool. One thing I do also want to do with this pad is add a bell to it. Layering. Good beats have layers. Just like ogres. Shrek joke of the day. I've never done a Shrek joke before. Oh, I'm actually really vibing with this beat. I got this idea for a kind of filthy synth. That's just it's gonna be really background. Yep. You fucking kidding me? I think it's something to do with that mini. It's just not having a good time. Oh my god. My computer has never broken down twice in one fucking beat make. That is so annoying. Good thing you got the autosave. Never fuck shit up. Alright, let's maybe I'm using too much processing. Who knows? Oh, what? Yeah, massive. Okay, I know what to do. All right, so some reason massive by fucking Native Instruments has a really hard time rocking with. It just crashes the whole thing a bunch. I don't know why it does it, but it does it. The only way to do this, and this is a little tip for you Logic users, if your computer is crashing because of a plugin and every time you open that session it crashes again, what you've got to do is open a blank session or a session that has that plugin in it. For me, the template is fine, that does it. But you can't open that session first. You got to open this one first that has the plugin in it, but isn't the same session. And then once you've opened that, you then have to open your session, and it should theoretically not crash. Please don't crash. Son of a bitch. Alright, I haven't experienced this one before. Alright, my advice is not good, I'll be honest. Oh my god. You son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Alright, I'm just going to go a completely blank session. Instrument, I'm going to open... The thing is I'm not even using the massive plugin, so... Oh, am I? No, I'm not. I'm not using a massive plugin at all. Oh, for the bell I am, actually. Yes, I am using massive. So now we're just going to go open massive in stereo because that's the same as what I got. Yeah, okay, so massive opens here. And then we can go... Don't save. And hopefully... I don't have to go on a murderous rampage and kill everyone, because I'm really fucking with this beat, so if it ends up getting destroyed, I'm going to be real sad about it. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm just going to go through real quick and just delete a couple of the sounds that I know I'm not going to be using. So we are going to use that Moog. We're not going to use any of this. I think once I get that... I shouldn't really talk too quickly, but once I get this synth down, I think that's all of the... Oh, I might use the tune snares, but I'm not going to use the damage drums. Alright. Breathe, son. I'm not going to use an organ. I'm not going to use a clav. I'm not going to use that piano. I might use another piano, but we'll see. Alright. That is what's going to happen. Alright, cool. That's a cool sound. It actually did save the settings that I had on here too, so that's cool because it changed it to polyphonic and that clipping thing. I'm going to add a bit of decay on that sound. Bit of glide. Not that much glide. And this is cool. This is a really cool sound. I'm going to add a bit of chorus to it, widen it out a little bit. I love the chorus on this plugin. It's just mint. reverb this up. Lustrous plates up in here providing the reverb. And we're just going to push this way in the background because this isn't a main part. And we're going to run a filter on there as well. Actually, instead of running a filter, I'm just going to use the filter within the plugin. We don't need to add extra processing up in here. You crazy? Alright, that is fire. Okay. Let's start turning this into something. So I'm going to start with... Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Is, one thing I want to do is add another lo-fi piano, and this is going to be where this one sits, this second lo-fi here. Might keep the and this lo-fi piano, the one that's playing the same thing, is I'm just going to drop the filter down even more. Oh. So. So now we've got two of these runs with the full thing. Now this second lo-fi piano also needs some filtering, so I'm going to chuck this on just a little bit too bright. I'm going to instead have the full So this is kind of like a breakdown bridge kind of thing, and then we're just going to go to another pre-chorus and yo, what's up, Hurricane? How you doing? Double chorus. Gotta do it. Oh shit. Carrera Beats, thanks so much, my G. Dank drums, thank you, I appreciate that. I'm actually about to make them a little bit danker. Oh, just got to get rid of that last note on this piano. And that's going to vibe it up. That's a vibe. Alright, so I said I was going to make these drums a little bit danker. All I'm going to do is compress them a bit. So I've got the 808 sitting with the kicks, all that stuff. A little bit of compression on the overall drum bus is just going to give us a bit of vibe up in here with the drums. So there's a couple of different compressors you want to use that you can use. There's three main ones that I like to use. One is a version of the 1176 from Slate Audio. It's called the Monster, and it's the all buttons in version. So it's just like absolute destruction, and you can really mess with the mix on that one to get a cool sound. That's a little bit heavy for what I want here. The second type I use is a version of the Decapitator. No, not Decapitator. What's the Decimator? Not Decimator. I think it is the Decimator, which is called Deflector by UBK. Again, this is a really cool one for adding some grime and some vibe. What I'm going to do is just run the API 2500. Now this guy it's still quite aggressive compressor. It's very good on drums. I'm going to have the attack a little bit higher. Let a bit more of that kick hit through. With the release, I'm going to go quick. Maybe not that quick. Maybe medium. And man, you can hear that there. Listen, this is without it. This is with it. Just adds life to it. Without it. Like, with a compressor like this, when you're running it on the drum bus, it's not so much the sound you're looking for, it's a feeling. It's like, it just sounds more like movie and bouncy and... And obviously where the 808s and the kicks hit together, we're getting a lot of movement there. Yeah. Cool. I dig that. I dig that. That is my little API trick. Got to be careful because some of these plugins, when you add them in, they automatically add like 2 or 3 dB more volume to the overall sound. That is because we psychologically think that things that are louder sound better, so you got to just make sure you compensate for that. Just going to do a bit of mixing here, make sure happy with that. I'm going to do a little bit of master bus processing now. So let's have a look at our... let's have a look at our Spectrum analyzer up in here. And what this is going to do is just show us what is kind of standing out frequency-wise. You can see that kick is really hitting it there. So I might just bring the kick drum down a bit. I dig that. All right. Actually, probably push the cymbals up a little bit more. Cool. Cool. Messing with that real hard. So I've got to do a couple other things. First up is a bit of like master bus compression. That's cool. And some final limiting. Sometimes I use this clipper, sometimes I use Waves L2. And today I'm going to be using Waves L2, and I'll tell you what the difference is. The clipper kind of does less to the sound ducking wise, but it does add a little bit of distortion up in here, which is you know, if you want just like a little bit of like grimy distortion on there, the clipper's better. For this one, I am going to use the limiter, which doesn't add distortion, but does kind of do a little bit more ducking stuff. It's horses for courses. If I'm doing like a really dank, grimy, distorted beat, I'd probably go the clipper, but for this one, I'm going to use this. I'm also going to turn your volume down by a couple of dB just so I don't distort the output of my stream. Now you can see here, there's not much happening. I want to preface this by saying this isn't the final master of a track. This isn't what I would do if I was finishing up mastering a song, because this is going to get mastered again when the artist puts their vocals on and it goes through the final mix and master. So when you're mastering your beats, don't go ham on it, because it's just going to get mastered again, and whatever you do is just going to get redone. The reason I'm doing this, I'm just taking the peaks off, is so that it doesn't hit any digital clipping when people are listening to it. This is just to kind of clean it up a little bit. I want to give as much work in there for the artist and the mixing engineer and the mastering engineer as possible. so that I don't mess it up with them and they go, oh shit, everything's already crushed and distorted and we want more dynamics, because you can take dynamics out, but it's hard to put more dynamics into a track. So I try and keep my mastering very light, but just enough to kind of push it up to the industry standard listening level and get rid of any kind of peaks that are going to distort the track. And to me, that sounds pretty good. All right, I'm fucking with that pretty hard. All right. One last thing I've got to do is run some rises up in this bitch. So this is my stair clap riser. It works on pretty much every beat that I use. It's a bit of my signature sound, I guess. If you hear this on a beat, you know it's a noisy beat because I'm the only one who has this, and it sounds good. It's got vibe. So I'm just going to set that, and let's hear this running into the chorus. Alright, it's a little bit loud, but we'll drag it back a bit. Still a little bit loud. That's the one. Alright, also going to put my beat tag on there, which will also probably be too loud, so I'm just going to drag that.
Throwing some sauce on that beat. Throwing some sauce on that beat.
Alright, now I'm just going to go through and delete all of the tracks that I'm not using. I know I deleted a lot of them before, but we're just going to finish it up. Don't need that, don't need that, and I'm pretty sure we got rid of pretty much everything else. So that is the track there. Fairly simple, a bit going on, but cool. I'm going to finish that there. We're going to listen through the whole thing. I'm going to make any final adjustments that I need to make now. And yeah, if you fuck with this track, definitely check it out. It is going to be called Bowie, and it is the SCOTTS type beat. So let's check it out.
Throwing some sauce on that beat.
Oh, one thing that's kind of pissing me off here is, just before I go on, this 808 slash kick drum here, which is sitting right on where that snare hits, is actually ducking the snare on the hit, and I didn't really notice it up until now, but I'm not okay with it. So I am going to go through now and just get rid of that 808 and kick drum, because it sounds not the way I want it to sound. So luckily all my kick and 808 patterns are the same throughout the track. So I'm just going to play this section here. That's better. When you add compression like that, you got to be careful of things like that. Especially since it's the last snare. This beat has groove. I know I made it, so I have to say that, but I like it. That's it. That's the beat done. Thanks so much for watching, guys. This is going to be available on all my platforms very, very soon. So keep an eye out for it. And if you fuck with it and want to buy it, please do. Please do. Holy shit. Actually, it's Friday. It's Friday. So you know what that means? That means that this beat is going for free. So if you're not a part of my mailing list, definitely DM me on any of my platforms, your email address, and I'll get you on my mailing list, and I will send you this beat for free. Hell yeah, the SCOTTS type beat. It is called Bowie, and yeah, it'll be up for free very, very soon. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and peace out, and I'll catch you